I learned to fly at Rockaway Airport, which is no longer in existence, Rockaway, Long Island, which I think was also Beach 82nd Street, north of the Beach Channel Drive, Jamaica Bay, directly across from what is now JFK, and was originally called Idlewild Airport.
I had a few hours before I went in the service in Staten Island. When I got out and I went to work here on Long Island, I decided to resume, and I took my lessons right here at Bayport and got my license back in the, I guess it was the late 60s.
I started flying at Zons Airport, and I got my license there in around 1972. And like a lot of people, married, buy a house, have kids, the next thing you know you can't fly, and so I didn't fly for about 20 years. And then I came back and started flying again, and this is the first airplane that I've ever owned.
I was building model airplanes from the time I was 6 years old, and this is nothing more than a big model airplane, and I restored this. It took 13 years to actually find the parts and do the restoration. So I know every nut, bolt, and washer on the airplane.
It would be flying right now if they hadn't blown a seal in the rear cylinder, and so that's why that's all apart. We had to take the cylinder head off. We're going to take the fuel pumps off. We had to get them rebuilt. It turns out that these studs were just stretched, so it's not a big deal.
This particular airplane was a basket case when I received it, and that was back in 1997.
So we took these two wings off on this side and recovered both of them. And then the following year after that, did the lower wing.
What else did we do? We took that wing off and replaced the wood. It has two wooden spars in it. And we had to take one of the spars out that was cracked, which meant recovering everything, doing the root stitching.
And then about 5 years ago, I was flying it up from Florida, and I had a problem with the engine, and the propeller went on fire and burned out inside the hub, which caused damage to the engine and so on.
We recovered all the rudder, elevators, and the ailerons. We repainted everything, put the new rondelles, the Royal Canadian Air Force rondelles on there.
Well, I had to take the airplane apart, put it in a truck and take it home here to Bayport, at which time it just made sense to do the rest of the recovering. So the whole airplane came apart, and then the fuselage was recovered and repainted.
Every time we do something, though, something goes bang, and then there's another $1,000, and then another 6 months. It's just brutal. But yeah, it's pretty much ready to go.
Like a lot of the people here at the airport, you go up on a ladder and you're afraid. You're afraid of heights. Everybody says, oh, I'm afraid of heights. I don't know a pilot at the airport who isn't afraid of heights, and yet we all fly. It's an entirely different psyche that goes with sitting down inside the airplane with your feet on the floor, and hundreds of feet are dropping out from below you. But you have faith in your machine. The views, of course, are spectacular on good days, and just the freedom of being able to go where you want to, when you want to. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, fun. There's no more fun than flying. I mean, it's a passion rather than a hobby, let's put it that way.
It's a hobby for me. I was in the military in New Zealand, and so I had flown one of these when I was a kid.
This is strictly a sport, fun type airplane as far as my use of it is concerned. And there is absolutely nothing like being up in the air, totally free, being able to see 360 degrees, no roof over your head, being able to look straight down, and get the wind and the bugs in your teeth. It's a lot of fun.
It's pleasure, that's all. It's just to go up and punch a hole in the sky, because if we don't go up and punch holes in that sky, it's going to get solid, and the world will be the losers for this. So thank God there are pilots and airplanes around to go up there every day and punch holes in that sky to keep it from getting solid and blocking the sun. And it's all thanks to us. You're very welcome.
Others may make the trip across the sea upon some future day, but take your hats off to lucky Lindbergh, the eagle of the USA.